Faith Watchers, welcome back to Faith, Family, and Fun Reviews. If you're new here on this channel, I share with you delightful, family-friendly, and faith-based movies and television shows. Y'all, welcome back. This officially starts our countdown to Christmas. It's December 1st, and yes, I remember to wear the hat. I got a smaller hat for this year. I remember the first year we did our countdown to Christmas, which many of y'all probably was not around like that. Because, you know, I was just starting my channel and all that good stuff that year. And I had the Rudolph, the Rudolph hat. And it was like all out of the frame. But I did like how it lit up and stuff. The little sparkling lights and things. So that was pretty cute. That was pretty cute. But now I just got my Jingle Bell, all right? This is going to have to do for this year. But yeah, I am all excited, y'all. Can you all believe that it is December the 1st? Like, where did the year go? It's like on one hand, it seemed like, oh, can you please go by fast, all right? I mean, it's just taking too long. What we doing? We this taking all day now. Then on the other hand, it seems like, wow, we are literally at the end of the year, the last month in 2025. And on one hand, it seems like we just got here, like it's January, February, or something like that, and we are already at the end. I don't know. I've been going through all of these little moments in my mind sometimes. Y'all tell me if y'all be doing it too. Just thinking about where did the time go and all of that. But I hope overall that you all are having a wonderful, amazing Monday. Your work week, I hope it's starting out just how you like it. Y'all got to let me know what y'all up to. How did your weekend go? Did you end up watching something, whether it was in the theaters or you were streaming? Did you spend time with some family? Did you go to worship service? Did you spend quiet time with the Lord? All of that good stuff, please drop it in the comments because y'all know I am here for it and I always get back with y'all, so don't act brand new, all right? Don't act like y'all don't hear from me when y'all say something to me, okay? Because y'all always hear from me. But yeah. For me, I am excited. Should it even be a surprise? Okay, y'all know I love hanging out with y'all. I love talking to y'all about these movies and stuff. Okay, and we about to really get into it. We are officially kicking in the holiday season right now with our movies and stuff like that. Yeah, I know we kind of started a little bit early. Remember I told y'all quite a few videos back. I don't know if I'm gonna remember to mention it in every video as we wind down and we draw closer to Christmas. But y'all gotta guess, what is my top film? My top Christmas film for 2025. If you guess right, it may be a treat. You may have a little present underneath the tree for you this year from yours truly. But yeah, I don't think y'all gonna guess. I don't think y'all gonna do it. I don't even know what it is thus far because we got some days left, all right? We got the ones that we have already reviewed, and then we don't know what's around the next corner because I literally don't know. I seriously don't know yet. But yeah, y'all, I'm excited, as you can tell, full of joy, hopeful, all of the good stuff. Watched some films this morning and I'm like, oh, I want to snuggle. I want to get all cozy up. I could literally do that all day. I can spend 6-7 hours a day just watching films back to back. That's how much I enjoy watching movies. And then don't get me started on talking about y'all, okay? We can really go there. We can be talking for hours, like seriously. But I don't want to be taking up all y'all time like that. If do y'all like that, because I know y'all got places to go, people to see, and all of that. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started with our special feature today, which is titled Jingle Bell Princess, right? You can actually find this film streaming right now on Great American Pure Flix. But first, let me tell y'all what this film is about. After a series of mishaps, sophisticated Princess Amelia becomes stranded in the small town of Tucker, Maine, where she becomes a guest of the unsuspecting Cutler family, widow father Sam and daughter Sophie, but doesn't tell them she's a princess. Yo, now let me tell you how I have my things when it comes to the royal holiday films. It it can be something for me. I mean, you have to really come with it for me to actually really enjoy these films. I mean, clearly, yes, I enjoyed this film because I'm talking about it, right? But that doesn't mean that it had all the elements that I feel like it should have had. That doesn't mean I was swept away by the characters. Number one, that's one of the first things on my list now. I have to be really in love with the characters. Like, that is a big deal for me when we're talking a royal Christmas holiday film, because it already have that one element that many of us audience cannot personally from experience relate to. I mean, how many of us are real life princes, or kings and queens? I mean according to societal standards, y'all know we God's princess, we God's daughters, and you're a king and all that. Okay, I have to put that out. I gotta put that out there. But yeah, I'm talking about according to the world standards. How many of us can truly relate from experience, having that royal experience? So in order to bypass that for me, that means these characters have to be lovable. And I can automatically say, I mean, we have Trevor. Yes, I'm talking to y'all girls. I know y'all love him and everything like that. Okay, yes, I get it. Okay, I get it. I see him, right? So we know we have Trevor in any kind of film, any Hallmark film, any family film, any faith-based film. He is going to steal our hearts. He is adorable. We just love him. He lights up the screen. He just has that about himself, which makes sense why they put him in all of this stuff, because they already know. When you have him in there, you know the girls are pulling up. We are pulling up, okay? So right off the bat, yes, but he isn't of the royal status in this film. So that is the thing. Yes, y'all did good by that. But who you have here? We have Princess Amelia here. And I have to say, much throughout this film, I just was not really feeling her. I didn't really care for her that much, and I kind of feel bad saying it, because it's like when you hear about fairy tales, when your parents read to you these once upon a time, and a prince and a princess and all of that, we love it. We are captivated from the very moment when you talk about a princess or prince and stuff. But I wasn't feeling it. I really wasn't. It was just something about Amelia that I just couldn't be like, okay, I got you, girl. I got you. I'm rooting for you, okay? It took me literally probably the entire film to actually open up my heart to her, where I was like, okay, now I think we're cool. Okay, I think you are worthy of Sam here and Sophie in this wonderful humble family. I think now you are. But that took me literally almost to the end of this film. It's like, what is can I please get a royal holiday film that would captivate my heart from the very beginning, from the moment the princess walks on the screen? Can I please get that? Can I don't ask for much, okay? But that's how I felt about Amelia. I mean, here we are, and I get it. She can't help herself, all right? You were born with everything. You're born with a silver spoon in your mouth. You have no needs or no wants. And we have her end up in this small town by accident. Her family accidentally left her, okay? That was kind of weird to me. I have to point that out. I mean, how in the world do you forget that one of your family members of royal status is on a plane? Can we just be a little bit realistic? I think that's probably one of the things now that I'm thinking about, that I'm talking to y'all about. I think that was probably one of the things that kind of had me like not so much feeling Miss Amelia in this whole thing. And like, I can't really buy it at the very beginning of this film, because we could have made that a little bit more realistic. I mean, there's so many different ways that this princess could have ended up in this small town, right? Talking about y'all accidentally left her. Like, she missed her flight. This is a royal family. I mean, that is like Prince William and Kate or whatever. Whoever them is, I forget, okay? Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? That is like her just ended up in this normal, regular neighborhood because she tells us, oh, I accidentally, like, I missed my flight. Like, my family don't even know I'm on the plane. Girl, are you serious? You ain't really Kate. Stop playing with us, okay? You got on the Kate costume. that was just kind of, it was just a little too much right there. I appreciate when we can be a little bit real, all right? Make it a little bit more realistic, believable, because that's what's going to pull us audience in a little bit more, okay? So she ends up here, right? And she ends up following this little cute, the most adorable dog. So cute. I believe the dog name was Storm, right? And he ends up basically leading her to the whole, well, the flight attendant, let me say, at the airport was so sweet and kind and invited Miss Amelia to stay at her place, which she does have a grown son named Sam and a grandbaby named Sophie. So that's how Amelia ends up staying with this lovely, humble family. But Amelia is keeping a secret. She is holding back, and I don't know why necessarily that she did that. I have to say, especially, it just didn't really make sense to me that she would hold back such information. I mean, why wouldn't you say who you are? Or I don't know. That didn't make sense. Maybe people will move mountains and hills for you when they see, okay, this is a real princess here. Maybe the airlines would do something amazing. I mean, move heaven and earth to make sure you get on out of here and get where you need to be. I don't know, but she held back this information, and we don't find out with the Cutler family. You don't necessarily find out until close to the end of the film, especially Sam and Sophie, who really needed to know, because you don't work your way into this family's heart, being a part of their life. And in these few days, Amelia had literally worked her way into their lives, but it felt like she'd been around for ages. And I thought that was beautiful. That is such an amazing thing, such an amazing connection you can have with someone, especially a family like this, where they feel like you are part of their family. You haven't even been around. And she does a pretty good job getting her hands, she wasn't afraid to get her hands dirty. And that's when I started to open up and be a little bit more compassionate towards her and start to like her a little bit more, because I saw that she was willing to work with her own hands. She was willing to be human. And I guess that was the thing with Amelia. She never really experienced that kind of freedom, always being told what to do, where to go, how to behave herself, and how she should be portrayed and looked upon. And now she was amongst regular people who had no idea who she was. They didn't hold back from her. They weren't yes men and yes women around her. They told her about herself. Sam, from the very beginning, was very open and direct with her, and I love that. And I think Amelia appreciated it too. I think in the very beginning, she was probably a little bit like, okay, how dare you talk to me like this? But then she had to remind herself, like, you don't know who I am. But it was so cool because she got to know him, the genuineness of these people. Like, she knew that they didn't like her or treated her a certain way because of who she was and what family she belonged to. So she knew she had genuineness here, authenticness. And I was like, that would be so cool. It's amazing that Amelia, as of the royal family, have this issue, not really knowing if people are real with her or they truly love her, truly want to be around her, respect her. She would never really know. I mean, that got to be pretty difficult. It's like, how do you even know if you have true friends or true associates, business partners, or it's just all about you being a princess? And I guess that's the messed up part. But the same issue that she does have, I realized talking to y'all about this, is the same issue we have as regular people with no royal status, in a sense. We have that same issue. Like, how do we know when people are truly genuine and truly our friends and truly trying to get close to us because they see something special in us? They see the love of Christ in us and they want to be a part of this particular royal believers family. But how do we really know? How can we really vet someone? And Amelia was so blessed in this sense because she got a chance to really vet this family, because she hid her true identity from them practically this entire film. So she knew what she was getting. The only thing is, it's kind of messed up because on their end, they didn't know what they were getting. Like, you robbed them of that experience of really knowing who you really are, instead of they had to kind of wonder, is this like some kind of mirror that you're holding up before us that we don't really, like the mirrors at the fairs, or like them crazy mirrors you go in the mirror houses, right? I was just thinking about this because I haven't been in one of them in years, but that would really be fun to go to one if it was one that I could think of that I could go to right now. But y'all know them little fun houses when you go into them fun houses and it's just mirrors everywhere and it show you looking all crazy and different things like that. So it's not showing you what you really are. It is an illusion. You're not really seeing what's truly there. And that is something very interesting when I think about it, because when we're meeting people for the first time and you have to literally put out your heart out there. You're literally like, you're wearing your heart on your sleeve in a sense. You're showing that vulnerability and you're taking a chance of, is this genuine? Is this authentic? That's what you're doing when you first when you're vetting people. Like there's a you have to put some sense of realness out there for you as well, which can almost, like, you're risking getting your heart crushed, getting your feelings hurt, but I guess that comes with learning people, and that comes with the chance you take with possibly gaining a friend or gaining whatever it is that you're seeking at the time. But it's a pretty scary place. Yes, it really is a pretty scary place to be in. And the more I think about that right now as I'm talking to y'all about it, I can truly understand why Amelia took the route that she did take. Even though it seemed unfair to Sam and Sophie, who had to go practically the entire film not really knowing who you are. I know from Amelia's perspective, she was showing them who she was but she still held back. You held back because there was something you were hiding from this particular family. And is that fair? And that's what people kind of do in real life. Only the good thing about Amelia's case was that she only hid back the fact that she was princess, but everything else that she's shown them, it was genuine. It was who she was. She loved riding horses, and she loved this family from a genuine, authentic place. So all of that was good. But most people in the real world that we're dealing with, they're not just holding back, like, okay, I'm a princess, or holding back, okay, this is who my real parents are. Most people are holding back as much as possible, and they want to see you spill your guts, spill the beans. You put out everything. You be as vulnerable as you possibly can. I'm going to let you be all of that while I sit back and vet you and see what I'm truly getting, but I'm not going to show you what you're getting. And that is kind of the downfall into how society, what it has come to in the day and age that we're living in right now, that people are more about themselves. They're more about protecting them and protecting what's theirs, and they're not really going into this thing thinking about you and putting you first. And that's one of the things that I kind of warred within myself watching this film, and that's probably one of the reasons, now that I think about it, that I wasn't as open to Amelia so much throughout the film. But it wasn't to the very end of the film when she kind of captured my heart, because I guess by then I was with Sam and Sophie. Now I know who you really are, and now you're showing me this is truly Amelia. And I guess that's why I was like, okay, now I get you, girl. I get you, girl. But it's just kind of, I guess I was, in a sense, putting myself in her situation. Well, not necessarily her situation, but put myself in Sam and Sophie's situation. This is a family that has been through a lot. They have lost a great deal. They deserve for someone to be honest with them, to be genuine with them, to protect their hearts and come to them in that way and trust them in that way, because they have been through so much. This is a widowed father raising a little girl, a precious little girl who's so friendly and means the world to him. And so I guess I was more on their end. I was looking at it through their eyes, and I'm like, that's what kind of turned me off from Amelia, knowing the secret that she was hiding from them, and I didn't appreciate it. And I find that myself, I'm usually more on that end as well in real life. I am usually the one that you go into this type of thing, whatever it is, every situation, whether you're on the job, whether you're meeting different people, or whatever the case, even being here on YouTube, it is the same thing. I'm going into this giving my all, putting my all out there, being super genuine, super authentic, wearing my heart on my sleeve. And everybody who's on the other end, they're taking in all of that. They're getting to see who I am, getting to see into me. But I don't get that same benefit. I don't. I'm on the other side of the screen, and unless you step out there and engage, whether you're liking the video, subscribing, saying something like, okay, I feel you, girl, or whatever, unless you're doing those type of things, I am getting the short end of the stick. And so I'm not thinking about it. Y'all probably like, but look, girl, why you gotta put yourself in everything? Okay, I thought we were talking about Amelia and Sam and Sophie. Why you gotta do this? Because I can. Okay, this is what movies are for. All right, they reflect real life, and they make us think. They make us have long conversations like we're having right now. Okay, and now that I think about it, yeah, yeah, I am like that. I'm a lot like that. Okay, ooh. But it's okay. Okay, somebody gotta be the one. All right, and I guess I take that. I take that. Okay. Well, once again, this film is titled Jingle Bell Christmas, streaming right now on Great American Pure Flix. You're gonna love it. Sweet, adorable, royal holiday film. It's precious. Lovable characters, right? But before I leave y'all for the day, we're gonna go ahead and get into the scripture, and we're coming out of Proverbs 22:1, and it reads, "A good name is to be chosen rather than great riches, loving favor rather than silver and gold." So that's all I have for y'all for this video. As always, please remember to leave y'all thoughts, your prayers, your overall take in the comment section below, because I do read them and I do enjoy hearing from you. And y'all, let's continue this conversation in the comment section below. Don't be afraid. I guess I'm gonna have to put that out there more. We have been riding this thing out for 2 years now. Okay, 2 years, and I still feel like I don't know none of y'all. All right, there's only one person, and she knows who she is. Oh, girl, I love you, Katie. That's my girl. That's my sister. That's my sister. But she is like the only one I feel like I truly do know, and that's because she has chosen to do what I am doing now with you all throughout every video. I chosen to put my heart out there for you. So yeah, y'all let me know. Don't be afraid to speak, talk. Let's do this, all right? So until next time, may the Lord bless and keep you both now and forevermore.